Hello. Okay. Hi, I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 10 young adult romance books. Right now I'm going to play with my dog while I talk to you. Do you want to play tug or do you want to play fetch? Fetch lets me be able to talk to the camera. So, hi. I keep telling you that I'm going to write, and then it doesn't happen. And it's very embarrassing because I have to come on literally the next clip after I said, okay, I'm going to get to work now. And I have to tell you, I didn't write last night. Today has been one of those days where I've been productive, but like in the smaller side of things, like things that just don't like really show, like the small admin stuff, that sort of thing. I've been productive that way. However, I have realized I need to get my butt in gear. I realized it for a long time, that I am dillying the dally, I don't know, I'm dilly-dallying. Yes. I needed that mental health break. Yes, we were burnt out. We still are probably really burnt out. Yes, all those things are still true. At some point, I'm going to have to be like, you know what, Sarah? Suck it up and write. And I'm saying this even though I had a good writing day yesterday. I think I wrote almost 5,000 words yesterday in the wrong book. Real talk, financially, we can't work on that book. Financially, we have to work on a book that can be published the soonest it can. We can't be working out of order. To be fully transparent, I'm already feeling the pinch of lower book sales. If you're my Patreon self-publishing tier, you know exactly how low book sales are right now. And it's scary, that's not fun. And so we cannot financially be working on a book that is not going to be coming out until next Christmas. It's not going to happen. We can't do it. It's not allowed. We have to be working on the next book in our lineup. And that book is Madison's book. As much as Madison's book hates me, we need to work on it. So we are being strict with ourselves. And tonight we are working on that gosh darn book. Go. The game plan is to fully get through everything in my document, which sounds crazy. We are on page 12. I need to get to page 89. So the game plan for tonight is to fully get through all of it to get to where I left off. Now, this doesn't mean nitpicking line by line editing. It doesn't mean any of that sort of like heavy editing. It just means reading it, tweaking anything that needs to be tweaked in order for the continuity to keep going, and then plugging away. And I think I need to like set this hard and fast little thing with myself, deadline, goal with you and myself, in order to get it done. Because for the next, tomorrow is a big client work day, but the next 2 days after that is small client work days. But for the next 3 days, we have client work. So some of our attention is going to be on that client work. So tonight is really the only night that I have. Tonight, what is that? On the night of nights. The night of nights, tonight. Anybody else? Anybody get that reference? No? But what was I saying? Shoot, what was I saying now? I'm going to be firm with myself, with you guys, with us, and we're going to get stuff done. So, right now, we are wearing the little one out as much as possible. It is 6:20. I just had my second cup of coffee. I'm probably going to have a third tonight, and we are going to... She's playing with a piece of food. We'll probably have a third cup of coffee later tonight, around probably like 10 o'clock, to be honest. So, I need to get a tree skirt, but honestly, I am on a buying ban for the rest of the year. Ooh, is that a good spot? Thank you for the kiss. Oh my gosh, she's getting so heavy, you guys. You're so heavy. When did you get so heavy? She's getting so big. Okay. You are the reason I am on a buying ban. I have no regrets. But, I left my phone unlocked. We need to not be working on a Christmas book. I cannot go that long without publishing a book. I'm actually already in a pretty bad way. Hang on one second. In a pretty bad way because, realistically, I published my last book at the end of August. It doesn't matter, the end of August. Ideally, I should be publishing a book 6 months from then, which is September, October, November, December, January, February. Because if you think about it, I published Rebellion the Bad Boy at the end of February. Faith in the Football Player came out on the end of August. So February. There is no way I am publishing a book in 2 months. less than 2 months. And so I am already so behind my schedule, and I'm only 25,000 words into this draft of draft 1. Feel like I was in a dream for the past few months, and I'm waking up and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? The dream of the past few months was burnout, was mental health badness, was a lot of things that... 1 second, we need to go out to potty apparently. This dog, I swear. I thought she needed to poop. Nope. She just wanted to sniff and pee because I forced her to. I'm not blinking first. I should be further along in this book than I am, and I am regretting it. Oh, it feels like I woke up from a dream. I think that's the thing about hitting rock bottom. You kind of don't realize the stuff that you should be doing. Well, no, I kind of did realize it even at the time. So deep into rock bottom that I really could not kind of pull myself out. And now I feel like I've pulled myself out, enough. Now I'm like, oh no, we should be in a different spot in our lives than we are right now. So we are going to be working on a book tonight. Yes, that's what we said. Like I said, I'm on page 12. And it's not gonna be perfect. It's first draft. I need to keep it rough, but I need to keep it consistent enough that I mentally can keep pushing it forward. Because there are times where if it's not consistent, my brain literally cannot move on from that fact. I'm too busy thinking that thing on page 12. It's not right. It's not right. I can't do that. I can't pretend I made a change and keep going. I'm not that kind of writer. I wish I was, because it would be much, much simpler. For one last topic, I feel like it's kind of funny. This is cluttered and crazy here because I've just been doing a lot of stuff. But I cleaned my kitchen. This is kind of TMI and a little bit embarrassing to admit, to be honest. I cleaned my kitchen for the first time in probably 2 or 3 months today. I was that in a bad way mentally. So I'm looking at the clean kitchen and the clean counters. I'm like, oh, we feel like, I literally do feel like I woke up from a dream, kind of. It feels like she is having a blast playing with that toy. I had the worst few months of my life, and I hope it stays this way. I hope this isn't just one of those breaks in the storm, the eye of the hurricane, that it's gonna be worse tomorrow. I really hope not. But if so, at least we're gonna get as much done as we can tonight. Yay! I've learned that I actually have to work here because little miss thinks it's playtime when we sit on the couch. I haven't sat on the couch at all today. I tried sitting on it yesterday and it just did not work out. I'm on page 12 right now. I'm going to start. Right. Except she does have a little bit too much energy for me to be taking my attention off her, doesn't she? Are you good? I swear I'm fidgeting like a toddler. I cannot find a comfy position to be writing. It is literally killing me. The dog, she's sleeping. And so I think I'm oh, I could move over to my couch. But no, because she'll wake up. Plus 2, I miss my recliner so much. I swear I got so much. I wrote that recliner was everything for me, and now it's gone, and now I am just struggling. I want to struggle bus. We've also changed our game plan a little bit. We got to page 38, and I had an epiphany for me at the beginning, because the beginning is all wrong. It was horrible. We've talked about it. But I had an epiphany of what needs to happen and how it ties in perfectly. And so, yes. We switched to a new document. It is on autosave. I swear to God, if I lose this, I will scrap this book and never look back, to be honest. But I found out a new way of how to open the book. So, a way that will make sense and, be interesting. I'm giving up. We're moving to the couch. I swear to God. If she doesn't lay down, that is what it is, but I cannot do it. I can't do it. I was trying so hard. We are trying. Good job. Do you like how excited I was at the beginning of this video? And now, 2.5 hours later, almost 3 hours later, I am once again feeling... It's this book. This book I can't connect to it. I can't, for the life of me, I can't do it. It is so not fun for me, like, at all. And, like, I couldn't even, I don't know if it's just because Madison is surrounded by all these characters that I personally don't care about, like Ashton and Kyle and Jade. Madison is such an established character that, you guys, because, like, if you were to think about it, like, let's go see when I actually started the first draft of Madison's book. Because I know I was working on Fake Dating the Football Player in the spring and the summer when I actually started her very first draft. June 8th. Arguably, my intense writer's block has been happening since June. I don't know what to do. People are just looking forward to it. I can't not write it. Can I? I have never felt this way about a book I've been writing before. And I couldn't even tell you. It just feels like I'm so not connected to her at all. And, like, trying to reintroduce all of these characters, like Jade Dyer, my best friend, and, like, Connor Bray, her boyfriend. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't want to do that. I hate doing that so much, but I have to because this technically should be a standalone. It technically has to be a standalone. But, like, there's so much of the other books in it that it just feels like I don't think I've ever, oh my gosh. And I was so excited about that new beginning idea that I had. And I'm writing it and I'm like, man, I am not interested in this at all. I don't know what to do. So I'm reading the first 7,000 words I have written of a different Most Likely To story. One that initially got scrapped in my head, like in my lineup. I just was rereading it and I'm like, wow, this is really good. And, you know, it's a little weird to say about your own writing. I'm like, oh, this is really good. And so I was like, when did I write this? I looked at the info and it said March 5th. And I, without even thinking, I was like, yes, I was happy then. Which is so sad. It was also kind of funny. So I'm like, man, I should have gotten that on camera. That would have been hilarious. So I wanted to recount that story too. See, the reason why I'm rereading it is, like, why does this feel so different than Madison's book? And I don't know if it's just because she likes, like, Brentwood and, you know, she's all popular and cheerleading. And I don't know anything about cheerleading or much about football at all or popularity. And it's just like, I just don't know. But, like, this is good. This is good. Why can't Madison's book be good? Why can't I enjoy her book? What is it about her that is just ruining it for me? This is so good. And I think what it could be is that Madison starts her story surrounded by people. A lot of my main characters, they're loners. They might have a few friends. Like, think of Maisie. If you've read Teaching the Teacher's Pet, she has a few friends, but she's still kind of, like, alone a little bit. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. Madison's book makes me question. It literally made me question whether or not I wanted to be a writer anymore. And why is that? What? So obviously, since it's the Christmas season, I've been really wanting to reread a little bit of Christmas as We Know It. And I honestly think this is hands down. I mean, people will disagree with me and that's totally fine. I think this, not hands down, that's a little dramatic. I think this is one of my best books. I mean, and I'm not even just saying that to, like, oh, go read it because it's really good. Like that's not even the reason. Like, even if you don't read it, like, that's fine. I genuinely love everything about this book. Yes, there are small, like phrase things that I might have changed, but, like, this is just so stinking good. Like, Mimi and how, like, obsessed with Christmas she is to the point where it's almost, like, kitschy Hallmarky level. I love that. And, like, Jason, the grumpiness to her sunshine, I love it. And then the friends to lovers, and, like, I'm reading the last the confession scene and I'm like, the things he says. I didn't expect you to kiss me, Mimi Perry, because I promised I would have kissed you back. Am I swooning? Oh my gosh. Their dynamic, definitely everything that I love about them. I love them so much. If not my favorite book, one of my favorite couples, definitely. The dynamic is just, oh. And like even the subplots with the sister and the ex-girlfriend of her best friend, it's just like all like, I forgot how much I just love it. And it just feels so peak Sarah Sutton, like fun. If you know somebody in your life who likes Christmas romances, you could recommend this book to them if you wanted to. Christmas As You Know It by Sarah Sutton. But if you don't know anybody and if you don't want to read it yourself, that's fine too. But it's just, I just forgot how much I love that book. Of course, we're going to be watching the award show from last night, their performance. So I've always said Get Lit would be a great song performed live. I'm telling you. And I'm watching this and like it's really good, but it makes me wonder if it feels a little awkward to be performing at an award show like this. It feels like it's panning out to like the screen of the audience, like people are sitting at their tables, and like it's a kind of like, you know, an award show kind of feels more fancy. So I just don't know if it would feel awkward. I'm just curious. I'm sure at that level you're a professional on that, like it doesn't matter. But to like be singing really hyped to an audience that most like, I'm sure most of them like are just pleasantly watching. And they have a 12-minute stage too. So I'm just thinking like, man, that's a long time to be performing for somebody who might not be a fan of yours. You know what I mean? This is my song. Stop. What is Chan doing? Is that a Juno? What is he doing? Why is it the cutest thing ever? Oh my gosh. Stop. Stop. Some people are standing and dancing. That's nice. Stop. That's so cute. To answer my question, you can see people in the background like cheering. So obviously it's not uncomfortable for them. So that's cool. But like it's kind of, so that's nice that, you know, it's not uncomfortable. Okay, coffee's finished. Stray Kids is finished. Time to go to the couch, except we probably need to run her a little bit. So let's play some fetch. Hey, you cheat! You cheat! Stop cheating! You cheat! It cannot be there already when I throw it. The cheater. She brings it back really well. You just have to work on her dropping skills. You almost had it.